This lesson is still Algebra 2, 5.1, and I'm going to be looking at a slide on page 23, I believe. I would skip pages 21 and 22. They are proving or showing you where the quadratic formula came from. But let me remind you what the quadratic formula is. It's x equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a. When we get to page 23, what it starts talking about is it starts talking about the discriminant. And the discriminant is simply is the value underneath the square root symbol. So what we're looking at, what's called the discriminant, is simply that value of b squared minus 4 times a times c. And there's actually 3 situations that happen. If b squared minus 4 times a times c is greater than 0, then we've got 2 real roots. What it means is if we draw our quadratic, the quadratic will cross the x-axis twice. If b squared minus 4ac equals 0, then we get 1 real root. The program talks about multiplicity. It's just a double root. It would have the same values. So we'll just say that on the x-axis you can see the quadratic touch the x-axis once. And then if b squared minus 4 times a times c is less than 0, then you're going to get 0 real roots. Really what we say in the classroom is that we get 2 complex roots, but the program is not discussing that right now. Our graph, when we get 0 real roots, it means that we're not going to be touching the x-axis at all. And sometimes we just want to know what kind of roots we're going to have or how many we're going to have, not what are they specifically. If we want to know what the roots are going to be specifically, then we're going to use the quadratic formula, which we started out with.